No way.
No, I think we just let it ride.
Sweat it out.
It's too close.
Yeah, let's let it ride. Brian, take us in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Tangent Podcast, episode 124 for the week of July 24th, 2017. I'm your host, Brian Thomas, alongside my lovable co-host, Justin Kane.
Jensen.
The return of the Beacon of Light, Anthony Salvatore.
What's going on?
And the bootless
I'm
wonder,
back.
Gary Hines.
What's going on?
And we're the podcast for the site pixelatedpoints.com, where we talk about the video games that we've been playing during the week in a little segment we like to call Under Your Thumb. We take a quick break and come right back with the Drunken News game show. And you know what? It's too hot in here. It's a fucking scorcher out there. We're sweating balls in here. I don't want to hear about any of your weeks. We're just getting into Under Your Thumb. That's what's happening.
Sweet.
And we don't know who went last,
Ooh.
but I'm picking Gary. I'm just
just
making
this move?
Yeah, I'm just making the moves.
That's good because you were last.
Oh,
Were you?
suck it.
There it
Those
is.
melted nuts.
It's like a melted nut. All right, anyways, come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really
Come
hot
on.
in here.
It's getting weird.
It is already. So, I mean, basically,
Heat stroke.
the only game that I played this week is I went back and played Metal Gear Solid 5.
Not a bad game to play.
No.
You can see it
is
here on
not.
my shirt.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
It'll be somewhere in
With
this
Adam
general-
Jensen.
So actually,
All over
everyone
it.
just point up because I make us really small in the bottom left of the screen. So
Right
point
there.
this way.
Yeah, so I went back. I actually have not completed the game before. So I've gotten...
Turd.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it came out in 2015, so it came out a couple of years ago.
Getting old, man.
Yeah, I know. But it holds up. I mean, the game looks
Yeah,
looks fantastic.
We were just watching you play a little bit before we started recording. It looks like it
new
came
to
out
me.
yesterday.
I also feel like we talked about it when it came out, didn't you?
We all
I-
played
yeah.
it for a
I
couple.
think
He played a
these
lot of
two.
it.
Yeah,
these
I
two
played
played
it.
a lot of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
But
I
Gary's
definitely have
revisiting.
already spoken about it before.
Yeah.
I had to go back because I own it on my Xbox.
What happened to that Xbox, Gary? For those of you listener that doesn't know,
And it's got the Xbox had a drinking problem.
I
Yeah,
spilled,
that's a good way to
You mean a
yeah.
must?
There you go.
spilled pre-workout on my Xbox.
and hold on, he says it like, "Oh yeah, I spilt it." He was about to start a match of Overwatch on PC. He knocked over his drink like he's known to do.
I got 2 drinks tonight.
He's got 2 drinks tonight, but then he saw it go into the top of the Xbox. And what did you do, Gary?
My match started.
His match started on his
Overwatch.
PC. Sorry, gotta fucking play this match. So you never finished it on Xbox.
No,
Now you bought it on PS4. I noticed.
I did not. Actually, my buddy Chris, who
Dixon,
joined us,
he's been on.
Yeah, he let me borrow it. That was his. Usually he trades in all his games.
Yeah, like a freaking rookie.
I don't know why he still has this,
He's a
but
rookie.
Like another friend we know. We
Yep.
used to.
A GameStop.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
shit.
what am I trying to say here? If you go to GameStop a lot. A GameStop.
Regular.
Junkie.
Yeah, I guess.
A
That wasn't what I was
GameStop
going
junkie.
for.
Nice.
Oh, that's not bad. He's a GameStopper.
But yeah. So I mean, the game itself is fucking incredible. I mean, it holds up. The gameplay is some of the best gameplay that I think I've ever played in a game. Like, it's just super solid. The stealth mechanics, the fact that you can lay down in a stealth game, roll around.
You roll onto your back, look in between your legs. You don't have to turn your whole character around to look.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I remember when we were playing it that I mentioned that for me, all stealth games should have moving forward the ability to lay down. Like, you can literally hide behind a small rock or a curb or something. In other games, you're just crouched and oh, there he is, right there.
Yeah, and then there's the ability to, when you are laying down, to, if you press like triangle, then you're able to like hold your breath.
Yeah, and he'll even actually like put his head down and everything too, right? He'll like
Yeah.
try to lower himself all the way down as much as he can.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting
I
stuff.
mean, the
Yeah,
gameplay is
he gets down
creeping
there,
down there.
and he just creeps.
He
I
like
mean, he's
hugs
always
the
creeping.
ground.
Yep.
I mean, you're playing as Big Boss in the game, and he's always creeping around. So even when you're riding your horse, if you're riding by people, you can press the X button. You can go on the side of your horse, so then they only see a horse riding by, stuff like that. The cardboard boxes in the game, which is
Classic.
It's a
Yeah,
classic Metal Gear.
I just found this out on this playthrough, is the fact that you can stand up with your cardboard box, run with it, and dive and slide on it, and then he'll do like a flip, and then you can keep it moving on your box.
So you can kind of like sprint in the box and
Yeah. So
evade, and it's still within the box.
That's what I like to do with the boxes I know.
Yeah, you see, I'm like a giant cat human. You know, I see a box, I just dive right in there. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that called for it.
Please continue, Gary.
Yes.
All right. So right now, I mean, I'm just going through the main missions. I'm just trying to, work my way through it. I'm probably 5 to 6 hours into it. It says I'm only 5% done. So
It's a big game, Gary.
Brutal.
Yeah,
It's a
really
big game.
It's really long.
That's how I felt with Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Scanning shit.
Yeah, you're
It's
like, I
like-
feel like I've literally looked at every wall, and I'm missing 40% of the scanning things that I can.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I mean, the game is open world for the most part, so you get dropped into Afghanistan. You get
Was
to
it well received when it came out? I can't
Big
remember.
time.
People
Yeah.
fucking
Was it?
love this
Big
game.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
This is Kojima's, I guess.
this was his, like, swan song, wasn't it? Yeah.
At Konami, I should
The hell's
say.
a swan song?
Like the
last-
one you go out
yeah.
on.
Oh, the last hurrah.
There you go. Last
Yeah,
hurrah.
I know some people were upset that the cutscenes weren't as long.
Oh, we got 90-minute cutscenes.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
So, yeah, no more 90-minute cutscenes.
Fucking turd burglars.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But it is really well done. I do enjoy doing like the side missions to get like, you end up, there's a mechanic in the game where you have a balloon where you attach the balloon and you can suck people up
Or
into the sky.
animals.
Animals, yes.
And they go back to your base,
They
right?
go back to the mother base, and depending on, because you're building up pretty much an army, and there's different, each person that you can get, and if you use your binoculars and you highlight that person, it will tell you that this person can be a good scientist, or he's really good at R&D, is what they call like the weapon development, or security, or whatever it may be. There's also translators, so you can actually interrogate people, but if you haven't extracted a translator for that language, you can't interrogate the people that you are. So like I'm going against these Russians right now. I go to interrogate somebody speaking Russian. They're like, you need a translator. So I saw a side mission to get a Russian translator, get the Russian
that,
translator. Now I can interrogate people. They'll tell you where certain things are on the map.
Thought you said you're just doing the main missions, Gary.
Well,
Just caught you in a lie.
sidetracked.
Look at that.
He is talking in generalities.
Is he? But anyways,
Yes.
continue.
Pleasantries is really-
liar. Pleasantries.
He's allowing the listener to understand the full dynamic of.
He's trying
Of
to.
a 3-year-old game, too.
1-year-old game. It's 2016. Steve.
It's always 2016. True.
I did find D-Dog.
D-Dog.
So, Diamond Dog, who it can be a companion because in the game before each mission you can pick like a companion, so you can either have your horse, you can have the dog, you get quiet, you can even have like eventually you can have tanks, whatever you want, and really customize your character to however you want to play. I prefer to play the game stealth. I think that's the way that it's really meant to be played.
What's tanks mean? Like
Like a
guns
leg-
a-blazing?
No, like
Yeah.
a legit tank. You can just drop a tank down with you.
And just get in the thing and start
grabs
going to
Just
work.
fucking
That's
Just
my
go.
tank.
Just start going
Yeah.
to work.
You
Yeah.
remember the code in GTA Vice City where it just drops
Drops
a
a
tank?
tank, yeah.
Same thing.
Same idea.
And
yeah.
Except it
once-
comes down on a balloon.
Yeah, once you rank up and you have enough
Much
money
more
and you
fun.
build
Yeah.
up your base,
Festive.
you can be on a mission and then like shit will pop off, like you get spotted or whatever, and then you're in like you're stuck. You can literally spend money to have them drop like a tank down or drop different weapons. Or if you're like, shit, I only have a silenced pistol in this other whatever weapon.
SMG, I need a fucking
I need a
sniper
bazooka
rifle.
or whatever. Like
Whatever
you just
you
drop
need.
it down and cost money. So I mean, the game is fucking fantastic.
There's a lot of. It's not like resource management, but it's a lot of base building and kind of like very.
It can be
basic.
resource management if you wanted
Yeah,
to get
there's
into
a
it.
bunch of resources and minerals that you can collect, and each one of them goes into the
Building
different
a wing of a base or something, requirements you
like
need
right
for
now, my
this.
mother base is really small, and then once you can expand it. I do like the fact that there's cassette tapes laying around, so if I'm using your binoculars and you see a radio, you can listen to the radio. It's playing a song. If you go to that radio and you take that cassette, now you have that song that you can play on your cassette player at all times when you're just going around.
Oh yeah,
Afghanistan.
they had a lot of fucking jazzy like 80 songs in
David
there.
Bowie.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I remember that. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I like to just turn
80s
on
Joel.
some songs.
Like you're like sneaking around about to choke a guy out, and you're like, I don't fucking know this song. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, game's fucking
pressure.
great. So I'm trying to go through it. We're in the summertime drought right now, or the heat of the summer.
This room.
Scorcher
You
of a
see this?
room.
I think I'm glistening right now.
Well, I
Yeah,
can
we
tell
all
you this.
look
This
good.
whole
Yeah.
this is just no good.
Yeah. Never mind the
let's
sweat on it.
Keep it moving, I
So
guess.
we're
then.
moving
Yeah.
it along. If you haven't played Metal Gear,
Right.
you need to play it. Justin, What about you?
Me, well, I wish I kind of played Metal Gear watching that. Today I might actually have to play it again myself. But really all I've been playing still is Fallout New Vegas. And one thing I will say is I was crushing out some of the DLCs to gain some levels fast, to be where I wanted to be to get an achievement.
This might be a dumb question, but doing the DLC makes you level up quicker?
Completing missions is always the most XP you're going to get.
Okay,
And
so
the DLC is
gotcha.
usually more like mission. So I was just like, fuck it.
Let's
and I've
run
done the
through
main
these,
story
yeah.
so many times.
Okay.
So
I
I just
was
like,
just
yeah.
curious.
So I like to crush through the DLCs usually at first if I'm trying to get to a certain point to get an achievement because I made a new character. But there's one DLC in particular for Fallout New Vegas that I just don't like. Straight up and down. There's one where you have to go, there's a little casino off to the side somewhere that they added, and you get tricked into going there. And the reason why I don't like it is there's 3 of you kind of get tricked into going there. Somebody straps a bomb collar on you, and they put you in this new kind of town. And it's all a casino and a little like vacation town that goes along with the casino. It's the whole setup. Before the bombs went off, it was supposed to have its grand opening. So you get there, and the town is covered in smog that's poisonous. The enemies are ghost characters that don't die unless you... Luckily, I'm a melee character this time, but unless you decapitate one of their limbs, like let's say I shot him with a gun in the chest,
Doesn't matter.
it's not, you have to blow up a limb. So if you're short on supplies and health and stuff, it's fucking annoying. Not to mention the bomb callers have frequencies, and if you go past a radio or a certain thing, you can hear it beep, and you have to find out where the beeping's coming from. So it just takes a while to progress through. But there's an achievement at the end of this DLC,
That's
like to
right,
do to
yeah.
the main bad guy or whatever. And it's just I forgot how fucking annoying it is.
So have you never done that before?
I have, but I don't have the achievement for. There's 2 achievements. I'm gonna save it right before I do one or the other to get them both.
Oh, okay,
There's
gotcha.
do this to them or do that to them.
Like kill 'em,
or
let 'em
whatever.
leave,
Yeah, there's
whatever it
2
is.
different options I haven't done. So I'm pretty sure that I was so annoyed by it the first time I played it that I was probably just bang, bang, bang.
I hate poison levels and
Yeah, and so it's basically like I get zombies, poison, and restrictions with the collar. Like everything takes you away from looking around and just makes you like, okay, this, that, the other thing. You don't even want to look. You don't even want to explore.
It's
you don't
like in
even
Dark
want
Souls,
to.
like every poison level in Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything is
All those people are the worst.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the pawns that are poisoned.
Yeah.
because you have
So-
to fight the enemies and you're being poisoned.
yeah, it's
It's-
the worst. I
yeah,
can't stand
it's so
any.
annoying.
You just gotta run through.
It just
You
makes you
can't
play
really
it a certain
explore.
way. It's like I was playing it my way the whole time, and now it's like psych. And inside the casino, I made it into the casino. It has hologram security, and they're invincible. So if they see you, you have to run away and hide. So I can't fight them. I can't do anything. Luckily, I have high repair. If I find the emitters, I can disable them with a high enough repair. But it's just annoying. Everything's annoying.
So why can't you kill them?
It's just that's part of it. That's their holograms. So they're like the defense. Don't even ask me. How does the hologram hurt me, but I don't hurt it?
Yeah, you know what? I
Don't
was,
know.
That was the question.
You're not
I
a
don't
hologram,
fucking know.
You're not an engineer. You don't engineer polygons.
It's some straight garbage. But yeah, I'm just.
What about,
I
like, the
just
computer
physically?
that's
I physically
shooting
dislike
it
it. Yeah, you can disable that, or you can get like. But
And then they
I-
go away?
Yeah, they can go away. But if you have to have
So it's like
certain skills,
it's like a forced stealth, right?
It's forced stealth.
Forced stealth.
It's a
I'm
forced
never
stealth.
a fan of that. I'm not a big stealth.
And luckily, I'm
person.
already in
I'm
level 30. But before there was level caps, and then each DLC
Correct,
gave
yeah.
you 5. So
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't even imagine. The first time I did it, I might have only been level 18, and I didn't have the ability to hack the terminals to turn
Yeah.
it off or the repair to disable them.
Also not a fan of that. Like I'm a huge stealth game guy, but I know what I'm getting into when I'm playing a stealth game. Like with Zelda when they were like, here's
Yeah.
a fucking stealth scenario, or like with this.
Yeah.
it's
And
that
like,
was
here's a
super-
stealth, and you're just
that
like
was super
you're just
jagged,
forcing
yeah.
this down my throat.
Yeah,
I don't
and it's
want
like
any
this
of it.
particular character, because the most overpower build in Fallout is the melee build. I just did it to level quickly. So my character's sneak ability, like whatever it is, his agility is very low because my strength is very high and my endurance is very high. So even if I'm sneaking, it's like caution, caution, detected. And you're like, oh, well, I'm probably just going to stand up and beat the shit out of you with this stick. So
Don't we all?
yeah, so that's really it. It's the only DLC for a Bethesda game so far of the Bethesda games that I played that I just don't even like. I'm just like, merp. So yeah, note to self:
I mean, this was
No New Vegas.
Bethesda didn't.
Or
Pretty-
I
yeah,
think
they-
somebody
they
else
fin-
did this.
Obsidian did.
Obsidian did
Obsidian.
this, which is no longer around. It's since been debunked, but
So yeah, that's about it. I saw. I mean, I'm already like I feel like 10 hours into the DLC or so, maybe 5 to 10.
I didn't make it that far into New Vegas before I gave up.
Really? So
Sounds like
yeah,
it's a
that's
hot
really
turd.
that's really about it. So I guess since you're already speaking up, Anthony, you can go next.
All right, so I know it's been a while.
It's been a
but
long time.
Yeah,
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Welcome
Thank
back, pal.
to slam some more Zelda on you, but
Ooh.
I did download the
Slam it on
DLC. I know you gave the Switch back, so you cannot play it.
Nope, not yet. But I can always, re-borrow someday. Hey, we get that
If
re-borrow.
that's your plan instead of actually buying.
You never know. I mean, we'll see how this new Mario game looks.
Splatoon is out
He's
today.
thinking about it.
Splatoon 2 is
I
out
wouldn't be
today.
a Splatoon guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
But-
On the mobile. But all right, so yeah, $20. This is the first of the 2 DLCs they're doing. This is the Master Trials or something. I think Master Trials.
Yeah, it's the Trial of the Sword. Is
And
what
the
it's-
difficulty.
And the hard mode. And yep.
So didn't try the hard mode yet.
call.
But I grabbed all the extra like outfits they did. So they did the masks for the Korok seeds.
Yeah, which is super helpful because now you can
All
like
900 of them if you decide to
How
Decide
many
to
you
do
got
such a
right
thing.
now?
300 or close to 300.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'd probably get it just so I collect the full inventory of each item because I wouldn't. Though collecting 900 gives you a golden turd.
Yeah,
So
it's literally
I
what-
think I'll pass on that.
Hey.
900.
Just
Yeah.
900.
What does the turd do?
It
Nothing.
sits in
It's
your
just
house.
It's
a
literally,
gift.
it's like,
It's a trophy.
yeah, and it looks like a piece of poop, right?
It is. Yeah, it's
It's
a
a piece
golden
of
piece
poop.
of shit.
Yeah, they give it to you literally as a troll.
It's just like that's where
You can like have
it goes in your
In
house,
Japan,
right?
it's supposed to be a thing of good luck. Obviously, we don't feel the same way. So
That's
It's a golden poop emoji. That's really what
Yeah,
it is.
I thought it was chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream.
So you've been doing the trials.
doing the trial. Grabbed all the equipment because they have the Wind Waker armor, so I grabbed the full set for that. You have the Majora's Mask.
Did you get the Majora's Mask amiibo?
No, because it is each. I didn't actually realize each one's exclusive to a different store.
Yeah,
so
Best Buy
I only
fucked
have
me on
the
that.
GameStop. I have Twilight Princess, and that's it.
So-
Amazon's is
You're a
Skyward
piece of
Sword.
I
I
fucked
have-
up the Best Buy one myself.
I have
Had I
Skyward
known-
Sword, Ocarina of Time, original, like the 8-bit, and then...
Brag, brag.
I've got the full Ocarina of Time outfit. I think the full Skyward Sword outfit, and right now I only have the tunic.
Can
of-
good friends give each other
Yeah.
amiibo clothes? If you're
So
if
if,
you're
no,
you,
I would just
I
give him
brought
the
my
amiibo.
amiibo.
Yeah.
I was
you can
supposed
use
to.
Oh,
use
okay.
it, Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
You can only use each
Just borrow
amiibo
it.
one
Yeah,
day.
borrows.
Yeah.
Hey,
So we'll just borrow all your.
borrow.
I mean, like that's what I do. Like every day or every other day, I try to make sure that I turn on my Switch. I like
Scan it.
them, get the goods from it, and make sure like okay, I have this outfit, I have that outfit. I know.
So you got 999 meat.
No, I don't have no more
Oh, shit.
maxed out meat
Max
for me.
meat. Maxed out
Yeah,
meat.
you gotta get that max meat.
So I will say that I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't buy the Majora's Mask amiibo.
Yeah.
I had the chance to, but I didn't because you get the fair
Like my
state.
But you
review,
can-
no one's ever.
But you can get the cards.
But yeah, you
Coming
can do
soon.
that. So it's like a $150 amiibo now or something like that? Can
I've
you buy
seen
them
it on
in the
eBay.
stores?
I've
40.
seen it on eBay for 30 to 40
Yeah.
bucks. but
Okay.
No, the cards are the way to go.
Yeah,
To
it-
people making the
fake card.
the fake cards just on like
Just to scan
Etsy
them.
or eBay. You go on.
It'll give you-
because
it'll give you the
they've cracked
Oh,
The-
why didn't
They've
why
cracked
didn't
the
you tell me
code,
this sooner?
if you will.
I thought he told
told you.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, well, I'll just go buy it.
Do you not
on
listen
Because
to
you
this
get like
podcast?
it's $20. You get like all the rare ones that you can't get. They cracked the code or some
Well,
shit.
hey, listeners, that's fucking sweet
that's a
tip,
little
huh?
bit-
So
And
$5.
some of the cards are like extremely well done.
Cool. I'll have to
Probably
check it out.
better than any of the official Amiibo cards.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You know,
I mean, it is
Nice.
Nintendo products.
Nice.
you know. Well,
Yeah.
I hear that.
Wish I didn't hear that.
But I heard that. So back
Yeah.
to Zelda. So you're playing the Trials of the Sword.
What are the
did-
trials?
So if you've played Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, so
Seen some Twilight Princess. Seen quite a bit.
but there's each one of those games has a tower kind of that you have to any game Gears of War had we have to make it to like level 50 of defending
So
or
it's
fighting.
almost similar to like a horde mode in a way?
Yeah.
Pretty
okay.
much.
So you
Okay.
go, like.
Is it
level
strictly
one
fighting
is-
or are they giving you shrine puzzles and stuff too?
Nope, strictly fighting.
Strictly like let's
And
go.
but they take all your shit. So
Correct.
you're just like
It's like that island in the game, right? Yeah.
So, but you do get to keep anything you've previously upgraded. So all the shrines. So if you have maxed hearts and stamina,
So you keep your hearts and your
keep that.
stamina, but not your items.
You keep the power from the
The
slate.
Sheikah slate.
And what else do they give you?
I think that's really it.
I
Yeah.
think they give you just some underpants.
Although pro tip, what you should
You're a pro
really
now?
do is, you want to know why? Because you should get 5 hearty radishes and eat those, so you have plus 25 hearts. Because those will
It
carry
comes.
into.
Yeah, it comes. So I did
So
not.
you know how like you can have the yellow hearts on top of the red hearts. Oh,
Well,
look
if
at
you-
him batting his
well,
eyes.
if you do go-
have
I thought
zero.
they were green, but
No, they're yellow. You
Oh boy.
colorblind.
Please, we all know about the super fruit in the 20
Yeah, but
hearts.
the thing is that when you go
Yeah,
into
I didn't-
Oh, there's radishes there?
Well, I didn't
No.
know actually. You
they
keep the
take
hearts.
all your
yeah.
shit away, but
You
they
keep-
keep the extra hearts.
Oh, so you eat the radish,
eat
then you
before.
go in
Yep.
and you keep the 20 hearts
Yes.
beforehand.
But if you're also injured and go in there, you also
Go
do-
in
They
injured.
don't heal you either. So it also takes the full charge of the Master Sword. If you beat it, it gives you the upgraded Master Sword.
There's an upgraded Master
yeah,
Sword.
so instead of if you beat the trials, you get the Master Sword that's at 60 all the time.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tells you that. It tells you, give
threw
you
it out
more
there.
power. I only made it till level 19. I did not check.
There's 50,
There's
right?
50 of these things.
So you got smoked at level 19?
It's one of those things you have no armor, and like when you got to that place where like you hit those goblins where like they could one shot you with a spear.
Yeah.
It was pretty much.
it's one
Everything
shot
is
sneaking.
like
Yeah.
that.
So I do like that
Sounds riveting.
they give you everything. They give you weapons, but they don't give you armor. Never armor. So
Dude,
it's like
I ran away from every enemy in that game. I can't imagine just like I have to make it through 50 waves.
yeah.
I have no strategy
that's
on
not gonna
fighting
happen.
at all.
I fought everything.
I mean, that's why Ganon whooped my ass the first time. I was just like, I don't even know how to fight. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
It's a golden lynx, or one of those things. You know,
Yeah.
those,
Lionels?
yeah,
Lionels.
Lionels.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a golden
shit.
one of those. Now, those things have 15. The regular ones are fucking extremely difficult.
I've
to
never
beat.
even killed a regular one.
Yeah. So
I
See
think
ya.
I killed a silver one. I had like
Like the first one with the
4,000.
lightning bolts.
And no, it had like 4,000 health on it.
insane to fucking kill. Like
Yeah.
irregular one is insane to kill.
Yeah.
But the
So-
golden
Even
one
with the Lionel
has
mask.
5,000, right?
Yeah, and everything else with
Everything else is gone.
Yeah, I'm not into
And a
You
that.
guy-
have a twig.
that. And a guy beat it in what, like an hour?
I'm going in with 7 hearts. That's my move.
Dude, you're not gonna win that.
You're not gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
I'll be
survive.
crushing it.
Sure. Sure.
I know how to fight. I'm
So
like,
all
how
the-
you fucks.
19. That's not bad.
Well, I mean, like I said before, I died. I think previous one guy killed me with he had fire. So like obviously, I'm not a big sneak person.
You just go.
So I'm going in there just fucking
Ready to
climbing.
go.
Yeah, I'm just guns blazing, whatever, tree branch blazing,
yeah.
soup ladles.
Arrows blazing.
Yeah.
Soup ladle blazing.
So whatever they give me, and this guy, like, I didn't like the upgrade, so like they have different arrows. I'm just going in there and there's barrels. I'm trying to throw it. He fucking shoots me as I'm holding like the
barrel.
and obviously I'm sure he could probably hear me just scream from across the fucking hall.
It's like son of a bitch.
Piece of
What are you
shit.
doing holding explosive barrels, you donkey?
Yeah.
But like obviously it's the memorization thing. So now like next time I did it, I knew. So progressively it got better. I don't
Trial
think
and
I'll
error.
make it to level 50 because,
That's
sounds
a lot.
insane.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
but I do want the upgraded.
Can you
Master
keep
Sword.
your divine powers from the beasts when you're in there? Like, can
You know how,
use your
like-
fly or
no.
your okay?
Nothing.
Wow, they
That's
take
tough.
those
It's like
away.
a shrine.
Yeah, it's tough.
Shit. Sounds like are you having fun with it though?
It was fun. Is it interesting? Like I said, it's not like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker's one were a lot easier. I think it was more balanced than this. Where like
This I feel like this is just trying to be like, hey,
well, people
this is
it's one of
difficult.
those things like people complain and then they got the hard mode with this trial. So I don't know if like they're on hard mode doing this.
I can tell. I have a few other
Oh, I
friends.
can't wait to do that.
I have some friends
Shut
at work
up,
that are
Steve.
playing through it.
Absolutely fucking do
Get
that.
out of here!
Just
Been
know
talking
it.
about hard mode since the
even
game
started.
came out.
Explain to you
And
what
how
the
did-
deal was. I gotta start a new game to do it. I'm not.
That
I
is
gotta wait
true.
till I get it on my own
Yeah,
system.
that would suck though, because if you want to do Trials of the Sword on hard mode, you have to play the game on hard mode to get to the Master Sword, unlock the Master Sword,
but
put
we-
it back into the
yeah.
fucking thing, and then start the trials. So it would take a while to like get to that point.
I know, but I just that Steve's been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I was, but I didn't realize hard mode
He doesn't
required me
own
to
the
fucking
Master
play
Sword.
beat the
We'll
game
get
again.
it when we get his Majora's Mask review.
Yeah, it's coming.
By the way, he doesn't,
on the way,
doesn't even
just
have
like
the
my
Master
amiibo.
Sword, so he can't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Master Sword. He's not even allowed to start it.
That's actually a good point, and I'm not
Yeah.
willing to give it up
Not getting the
until I
Master
get
Sword.
something.
Until you
was
meet
I
the right
trying to do?
person.
I don't know actually. Oh wait, you were trying to.
Am I trying to get all the? I'm trying to do all the
Yeah,
shrines
you're trying
first
to do all the shrines before you get.
before I get it.
Which
Yeah.
is the better idea to do because if you collect the 120 Glinda, you have the full upgrade of
Everything,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you'll have a better chance of completing it. Like I said, it's tough. It does take a lot. The problem I have, like, it takes a lot of time to get to level 19. It took me about 2 hours roughly because I have to sneak. You have
So
to do it.
you watch someone do it though, right? Like
No,
beat the whole thing.
I didn't watch him do it.
Oh,
But I knew that they
I was,
posted.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe. I mean, that would maybe.
normally,
what I would do. I'd
normally
watch
I
a guy,
would. I
see
would
what
do
he's
that.
doing.
see what he's doing to kind of get an idea.
Like,
of,
what's
like,
the
how
trick?
To get through
Like,
it.
what's
When
the
did
trick?
you become Anthony? When
Yeah,
did you
I was just
start
gonna say that was.
doing
I mean,
I've done
we
that.
give Anthony shit, but we all do it. I mean, it's
Well, I mean,
a real
not,
thing.
not my first try.
He's
No,
more.
I'm not necessarily saying
We
my
don't
first
read
try,
the
but-
spoilers like he reads the spoilers.
I mean, I
He
know,
reads
yeah,
script ahead of time, but I mean, I
This
watch plenty of
asshole
Seeing
videos.
it is
knows
different.
the
I mean,
whole movie and then watches it. It's like, what's the
You
point?
gotta
I
see
do
it
that.
visual. I'm a visual learner here.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently you're a learner of reading things and then watching.
Correct.
So you're.
At least I can.
He's a
read.
learner of learning.
Hey, listen, pal.
Some of us here can't.
With these, I can read. I can't read without them. Anyways,
Yeah, so I don't think I will probably. I don't think I'm going to complete it because it does take so long to do it. The second DLC is probably where I think you.
That's
that's
some
when I'm
story.
gonna buy.
We're gonna get
I'm
some
gonna
story
buy
going
the,
down.
the expansion pack when I
Well, you should
when
just
they
buy-
have a release date for it.
But you should just buy it now
thing was,
because
like,
you get
yeah,
both
'cause
for
you get
$20.
both.
What if I don't have the $20, Steve?
I mean, you do have to pay for a wedding. You can't afford that PC.
I got that
Whoa.
fucking yeah. Also, side tangent. Wedding bands is a fucking racket. I was thinking like,
I'll play.
How much do you think?
We'll
how
do our
much-
dual
Have you
drums.
heard the history of the wedding ring?
No, just a
Oh,
wedding
I thought you were
band.
talking about
Band,
a band you're
yes,
hiring
yeah.
for.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
A wedding band, right?
I play some trombone, dude. Some mean
How much do you think?
trombone.
How much do you think a white gold ring would cost you?
$8,000.
No, no.
What is the matter with you?
No.
I don't
it
know.
should cost
I thought we were
nowhere
asking
near
ridiculous
that.
things.
It's like
not even a carrot.
$700, and I'm like, I was expecting 3 tops. So
That's low.
So it's not even a carrot. I mean, like gold
I
itself.
don't. I still don't even understand the difference between the engagement ring and then
So
like what happens
the guy
with the
gives
thing. and
traditionally, I should say, the
What
guy gives
is
an
happening?
engagement ring,
It's a
and then you're
tangent, sir.
engaged, and then when you're going to
do you have to buy a
married-
separate wedding ring?
So there is the engagement ring that has the diamond on it, and then usually a wedding band doesn't have diamonds.
Oh, and then you
And I
take
would be
the
carrying
wedding,
that.
the
So-
engagement
And it
ring.
locks
put it
the
on the-
band locks the ring into place and
So you do-
solidifies
no,
the
no, no.
union.
So you take the
Sounded me.
engagement
I was
Sounds
buying
so
it.
good, dude.
I was buying it.
engagement ring
Jensen,
off. It
agreed.
goes onto the right hand while you're getting married, and then when you put the wedding band on, the next day you're supposed to take the day after
Are
the
there
wedding.
two? All I want to know: are there 2 diamonds or no?
It doesn't have to be 2 diamonds. It
One
can
for
be-
your lover and
it
one
can
for
be-
your best friend. K Jewelers.
It can be just the engagement diamond, and then the wedding band can just be a solid band. It doesn't need to have diamonds.
So what are the ones that women usually wear? If
they,
that's, if
when
They
they're
wear it all
engaged,
together.
No, once they're married,
24/7.
All of it.
It's
You
it's
the
wear
whole,
both.
it's complete.
Wear
but it's usually
It's
the
now
one with the
complete.
diamond on that you're seeing is the
Is the
engagement.
That's the
Engagement ring.
engagement, and then they got the stupid little one sitting next to it.
The
I just
little
want to
one
let you
goes
guys know
further
completes
down.
the union.
it was so nice going downstairs for that couple
The
minutes.
AC. Yeah, I know. It's a,
It is a fucking sauna in here, and then I come up here and you guys are talking about wedding rings.
yeah. Is it getting hotter or is it just me? I don't know. Anyways, so are we done with
Yeah, we're
Zelda?
gonna-
All right.
Oh, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll move
Zelda's
on.
fun.
It's pretty fucking hot in here, so
Yeah.
let's.
We're moving on.
yeah.
Steve has like 100 games right now.
Steve does have a lot.
Yeah. So if you've been watching my Twitter, I have been
Good call. Aaron.
dabbling in the classic video game arena, and
Which
I
you could
posted
go on to Steven_Sal on Twitter.
Yep, with the PH. And, and I have in my possession a 1999 Power Macintosh G4.
What is that? Is
Look
that the
out,
round one?
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, beware.
Yeah, I'm not the only wet one in here now.
It's the Zack attack, really.
Jensen.
Yeah, right. It's a pull out your back attack. The thing probably weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking heavy.
huge, right?
It's heavy. as-
Friends forever. But
Yeah.
Nanosaur?
Nanosaur. Oh, shut your butt.
well, that was actually going to be my surprise game.
Just start with it. Just go for it.
That was the reason I booted it up. So I had to install Mac OS 9 on it, to play some classic Nanosaur, which is still online to download.
Is it still shit?
Whoa.
Well, first of all,
Hold your
I
tongue.
have also learned that
Before you go
they
extinct.
offer it to you to download, but to unlock it, like, because it was never unlocked when we played it, right? We only could play the demo when we were in
Fucking
school.
Shaughnessy.
we were in
So
middle
when we
school,
hit F5 and we
Yeah.
thought we beat the game,
we did not.
No.
It was the demo was over. They're still charging you $10 to get the fucking cereal.
did you
for the
spend
game.
$10 to get the cereal?
no
I did
way.
not.
Yeah, not a fucking shit.
If I get drunk enough at one point,
But that demo mode,
Hold
mode's
on.
legit.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
So you
Finding
got
all
the
those
demo
eggs.
mode,
Jet
right?
pack. Hacking around.
You got to collect the 5 eggs.
5 eggs, gotta get the eggs.
And they're like red, yellow,
They're in the
purple.
nest. You gotta go
blue.
straight
Yeah.
up,
Yep.
straight up baby jacking,
Yeah.
which is pretty messed up.
You're stealing
Dude,
dinosaur
it's
eggs.
You're stealing
prehistoric.
kids.
I think it's your kids though, right?
You getting your own kids
I don't
back?
remember.
Who stole your kids?
The game is just as great as I remember it.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It sounds awesome.
So I have a memory
Different
of what the
weapons.
game looks like.
Lay it on me.
Dinosaur with a jetpack.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty-
I know it's like a weird. It's not top down, but
Third-
it's like
I think
a
it's third
weird
person.
Angled.
But it's not like right behind the
No,
dinosaur.
it's a third, like up.
Yeah, isometric angle.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what it looks like, but if I go back and look at it, I'm just gonna be like, this probably looks.
All you need
Terrible.
to think of is
Play some Carmen
Turok.
Sandiego.
Original
Also good
Turok.
game.
See, I think it looks better than the
It,
original
it,
Turok.
it actually to be well, it
pretty
does,
good
but
game.
it's close.
Hold on, I'm sorry. You said Carmen Sandiego.
Good
Are you
game.
playing that?
Where in the
Whoa,
world is
whoa,
Carmen
wait,
I
Sandiego?
actually do own
It's not
that.
ruined too
I
surprised.
do own that.
Yeah.
Let's
I wasted a good surprise on
To
you.
whip out all my classic.
let's time out from this, and you
I
need
do own
that's
Where
the
in the World is
homework.
Carmen.
That is the homework for this week.
Yeah, I still
Or this
remember the
week.
one where you gotta find all the pieces to the typewriter and put the typewriter together to solve that
Maybe.
part of the
But
mystery.
like I don't know why you said Carmen because Carmen's just like a 2D. It's
Where in the world is
Yeah.
Carmen Sandiego?
We're just
It's
thinking
a
of great
oh, you're just
computer
thinking of
games from
classic.
school.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that we all used on those Macs.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Backyard
They
baseball.
didn't want you to play, but
Pablo Sanchez, baby.
always Pablo.
Sorry.
Back at baseball will be a couple of years after that. The one we played.
Anyways, so Nanosaur still great as ever.
Yeah, the demo. It's literally what 10-minute
I
demo.
can't
you
believe
can
it's
blast
still
through it.
$10.
Yeah, they want you to pay for this.
yourself.
I couldn't
Wait.
even find a crack.
Is
you
it
know,
on? Wait, you
Holy
what?
shit.
like a crack?
Someone-
No, I got it, but what? Really? There's none?
No, none that I
Game was made pretty good.
could suss out.
Yeah, bedrock solid if you ask me.
They seem to have the DRM encryption down solid back in 1999.
Hey, they knew the deal.
No fucking way I'm breaking through that.
No, they were
That
prepared for
fucking wall.
2000. They were fucking
yeah.
prepared.
It's the one thing.
2016.
Yeah. No getting through that.
1999. Don't worry about us. We're
Why-
good.
why-
But
Y2K?
controls
Yeah.
just like I imagined it did back in on the classic
What is that called?
iMac.
With the colors.
Yeah,
CRT.
what color you
So
got?
sick. You get the orange one?
Well, the Power Max blue and white iMac. I mean blue and white Power
It's all
Mac.
about the orange.
I was a big fan of the green and purple ones. I like the purple ones.
I love that the mouse was like that weird round.
Yeah, it was
I
like
don't
a
have
weird.
the
Oh,
puck mouse. No.
Shit.
Thing's extinct now.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, I
awesome.
have so I played Marathon, which is the Bungie's first game, I think.
yeah, it's Bungie's first game. Yeah.
First game, first-person shooter.
Very topical
very-
because the Destiny beta, Destiny 2 beta, is out this
Also
weekend.
true.
Just one open.
It is. It's a Doom. Just think of it as Doom,
Just not with demons.
right? And then it's aliens, I think.
Whatever.
I mean, it's almost
theme.
it's Halo. It's in a way, it's the original. It's Halo's.
It's a predecessor to
Yeah,
Halo.
predecessor. Yeah, it plays like Doom. Better Doom, I think. It's a very weird. So, the control setup they set you with is the default is keyboard only. So you use
no mouse?
Nope. So you have to go in the
yeah,
settings
you
to fix
use
it. So it's like you use one half of the keyboard to
Like
like strafe and kind of move, and then the other half, so like a number pad, and that also is important because nowadays like gamers don't necessarily have the number pad if they buy mechanical keyboards. It's really just the set, like
Yeah.
you know. So on this, you have to have a number pad, and then it's like 8, 4, 8,
6,
4,
2.
6, and 5. Actually, not even. I think it was weird. It was like 8, 2, 4.
Those are
6.
Because
usually
zero is
arrows
sometimes
over
like
there.
off by itself.
But normally you're used to on a PC, WASD.
Yep.
which are literally like
Yeah,
all the
it's-
those keys are touching. These are spread out by a row,
Yeah, and we'll have some
which is
5
very
in the middle of them all.
weird. But it's just very weird. The idea of keyboard only to control.
To
Very
look
GoldenEye-esque.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I would say kind of in a way, but it's just typical Doom. Corridors. I also played Marathon. I mean, they're all the games, all Bungie games from that era. Marathon, Marathon 2, Marathon Infinity.
I forget the third one, but
And then there's Anvil and something with an F.
Jesus.
They're all free. You can can go back if you
Good guy
have
Bungie,
something to play
right?
them on. Yep, grab them. Marathon 2 is probably the better game. I think they're all on the PC too. You could go back and check them out.
On Steam.
I grabbed them on
Steam.
the Power
Running.
Mac because I felt like that's
Where you should play 'em.
Well,
That's probably where you
originally,
should play
Marathon
it.
was a Macintosh only game.
Yeah.
Which is always funny to think about.
It's funny that you called it Macintosh. Like,
Yeah.
That's how you know we're talking about an old school. Like,
Yeah.
you just said
Because
Macintosh.
when it boots up, you see it says Mac.
Well, that's
Yep.
because like the original Halo was supposed to be, I believe, Mac and.
Well, that was like
Macintosh
a lot of people kind of like think about like, if Bungie was never,
console.
Microsoft.
in gross, I guess, or because they weren't really bought
In
by Microsoft,
cahoots.
but like in cahoots with Microsoft, how like a Halo would have turned out. It might have just been a Macintosh only.
Well, it
But
was
think
gonna
about
be
this way.
the original Halo was going to be an open world like MMO for the Mac.
Yeah.
And then that's when
Microsoft scooped
snagged
it,
it.
yeah. But it's actually, it's really solidly done, as you would imagine.
Can you imagine
game would be.
the
From
Apple, like if Apple decided to, or Macintosh at the time, decided to make their console and Halo was the one that was backing it? Like maybe the Xbox doesn't do so well and like the Apple product is.
Oh no, you
now
ever played
fucking
Jet Set
huge.
Radio Future? That game's the
But it also
shit.
came out for.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine if they had a console like they
Now
ended
we're
up doing?
Now we're in a different universe.
Yeah, right. Like they have the phones and then the
Different
fucking
The
timelines.
Yep. We're in the multiverse. Yeah. Have you finished Flash?
Endless
I
and
haven't
infinite.
finished.
Jesus Christ.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm like episode 9.
Pickle Rick!
9 or 10.
Yeah. I know.
Get
I'm
at me
struggling.
when you're 23. So sorry.
So I'm just going to kind of blow past some of these other games I played. Amazon Trail 2, very similar. Well, actually, it's not similar. I was
get
going to say
dysentery?
Yukon
Number
Trail.
one?
Or not, or Yukon, because that's another one.
Oregon.
Oregon Trail. But that's probably
Yukon
more like
Trail, I like
Amazon
that.
Trail 1. Amazon Trail 2 has a lot of like pre-rendered video that guides you
Like
through. So
that.
think of classic Sega CD stuff that you guys are
Safari
super
guide.
familiar with, I know.
I love Night Trap.
I've subjected you all to that.
I love Night Trap.
Can't wait for it.
But actually, yeah, that game's pretty decent. Then I tried to play SimCity Classic, wouldn't let me do it for a compatibility issue.
Fuck them.
My computer had too many colors. It only
Too
allowed me
many.
to use 256.
Too many colors.
Couldn't go. Oh no, it needed 16 colors.
That's
My lowest I could go was 256.
Inform Crayola.
yeah.
that fucking-
Sorry, the colorblind guy from 2016
Has too many colors.
Too many colors. Yep.
Can't
It's
even
the first
see
ti-
half of the fucking colors. He's
First time for everything, Steve.
Yeah, I know. Brutal. And then moving to a more contemporary game, I played Justin's Sports.
It's called Ketchup Summer Sports.
Catch up
Whatever it
summer
is.
sports. Not bad, right?
Great game.
Great game.
He's
Fucking
been hitting
great
it.
game.
One tap tennis.
I was.
You were hesitant
Your
at
description
first.
didn't sell me on it, but I fucking grabbed it anyway. Top notch.
Top notch stuff.
Top notch.
Love it. I love when you fall down.
I think the track and field description is very apt.
I watched the gameplay of it.
Did you?
I had to throw it into the video last week. It
No.
looks fine.
It's
It's just
fun.
a
Looks
like
super
track and
It's
field.
just
simplistic.
super simple. It's just fun.
Beat your own score.
You just
each
try
time.
to like.
I'll beat something else.
Brian,
Whoa.
leave the jokes
No,
to me, you
no.
pervert.
I think it's a fun. It's just a fun game to try to.
safe anymore.
Yeah, put on your glasses, Jensen.
at night.
Hold them on with your cheeks and your face bones.
This is like a safety blanket for me when I feel scared.
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
He's just weaving his storylines. That's all he's doing. Then I played another iOS game, Yank Guys Triangle.
I'm just gonna say Yankees. Triangle.
Yankees.
Yeah, guys trying.
It's a puzzle game. It was free in the App Store this week.
I like free.
It's what is it? Now I don't know. The geometry thing. Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. There we go.
Pythagorean.
You're spinning each corner of the triangle has a color. You're spinning it to match Another color. It's almost Rubik's Cube-esque.
Have you ever played Helix on or Hexic on the Xbox 360?
Hexic,
Sounds
great
very
game.
familiar.
Hexagons, and you can try to
You have to turn. You have an hexagon, and you can
make
turn
it
it.
to make a hexagon, not a
sounds
hexagon.
Pretty much what you're doing. This is just right.
All right,
But it's a puzzle.
cool. Are you enjoying it though? It was free 99. You said.
Free 99.
Excellent.
So
Can't beat that.
grab it. I don't know when it ends.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I was a huge Hexic fan.
They're throwing a lot of
Grab
the
stars.
iOS store's throwing a lot of free
Math.
Guy's a stitch.
Sweat.
Gary, I don't know if you can see me or not.
I can see.
Actually,
this
they
is,
probably can't with the green shirt
Dude,
on. We're so fucked.
But you know what I can see? The next person
Those fun
in
ones.
this under your thumb, and that's Justin. No, it's Brian.
Yeah. It's
Thanks, Steve.
I also played.
Yeah. Funny enough, actually, I did play. I played a mobile game, and it's actually called Hidden Folk. Steve has played this before, but I played it on PC. I got it on.
I noticed that on Steam.
Yeah, I got it on the Steam summer sale. I think it was like $3 or whatever. So it's fine, Waldo. It's Where's Waldo?
It's too hot.
This is a game you played.
Yeah,
Pax.
yeah.
It's that black and white
So
one.
Yeah.
black and white, super artsy, fartsy kind of style. Let me see. I've got
But
a
he
lot of
described
notes.
like a walk a character along level, like it wasn't exclusively just a Where's Waldo.
So it's not exclusively just a Where's Waldo. So there are the third level of. So what happens is there's 5 levels in each world. So and then there's 5 worlds. So you have 25 levels. So level 3 is a character is walking across the screen across the jungle. So you'll have to
Clear
hit
the branch.
You have to clear the branches.
Oh yeah,
or you
I think
have
I
to-
mentioned
yeah.
you have to move. Yeah, you
You
gotta
have
kind of
to-
clear a path.
Yeah, you have to clear a path for them to get all the way across. So I thought that was really interesting.
And in the Where's Waldo type of sections, it's also not just looking at him and finding him. Like you got to look for him, like peel back stuff.
yeah,
and
so
stuff
it's,
like
it's
that.
never
right?
just like,
Move the
there's
car.
Waldo.
Right.
Like there's a car there. You have to press the car. Or
They're
click
hiding.
The car.
And the
They're
car
hiding.
drives away.
Or
and-
they're like, for example, they're in a tent somewhere.
Or
so you have
behind
to
drapes.
Unzip, behind drapes in a house. So there's
or behind
like,
a creepy man's long jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's
You never know. You got to look.
There's the jungle,
Whoa.
there's the desert, there's like the city, and then there's 2
Outer
others
space.
that I haven't gotten to yet.
Space. Would be shit.
Got to be outer space.
Yeah.
So some of the things that I wrote down, I guess it's the way that they describe it is Where's Waldo in a hand-drawn interactive mini landscape, and I feel like that's a perfect description. of
I
it.
think the game looks great.
It looks great, and you know what's the best part about it is that all of the sound effects is clearly like some dude that's just like,
yeah.
it's just like whoop, whoop, whoop,
I don't
or
think
just
we,
like,
didn't, we didn't mention that. Yeah.
yeah, but all of the sound
Or I didn't, yeah.
is clearly just the designer making the noise. So he like it's
budget.
like
Super
It's
high
budget
budget.
cut, yeah.
it's like you click the car and it's just like
That's the charm.
and it's tremendous. Like you would it sounds like the actual objects that you're touching, but it's clearly like it's just like Gary, make a monkey noise. Yeah, and then you're just like that clearly
Killing it.
wasn't a monkey, but it sounded really good. Like it's just the dude's thing.
Who's the guy from Police Academy?
Oh,
that
I know.
actor's name?
Where he's like, it's not
Yeah.
strawberry jam, it's regular jam.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just got
baseballs.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just got all the voices.
So I have
Get the mix.
unzip tents, cut bushes, roll hay barrels. So those are the ways to find the hidden characters. Just talked about the sound. I like that each area starts you off with a very simple, very small, condensed area, and you have to find 4 things. So it would be like that person, you have to find a fork, you have to find a ladle. But it's very small, it doesn't zoom out, you can find it, but it kind of introduces you to the mechanics and how that world
Yeah,
kinda
the
works.
mechanics is touching things with your finger.
No. But like it's like so that you click the hay barrel or the hay and the hay rolls, but you have to like unclick or you have to click the tent a bunch of times to open it to find something. So it's a smart way to teach you how that world works and how to find everything in that world. There are some areas that get too big that you can't fully zoom out, so you can't see the whole picture.
Yeah, you have to
So
kinda
it's like you can see, 1/8. If you zoom all
So
the
you
way
can
out,
get
you can
lost.
see 1/8. So you can get lost very quickly. And this one was a desert, so there's not a lot in it. So you don't.
There's quite a
know-
bit of grains of sand.
There's no way to get you like bearings, right?
Yeah, so
Really?
you're just kind of
Comb the
like, okay,
desert.
I think I've been in this area. I think I've been in that area. I've actually been playing this a lot with Tia, my fiance, and we're actually having a blast with it. Like, It's a great game. She's not really into video games at all. But this is a game that we were playing and she was like, oh, let's do another level. And I was like, I'm kind of done. But she's actually having
Yeah, but she wears the pants so you guys play another level.
Yeah, well, that's how that works. Yeah. Let's not pretend
That you didn't play that other level.
that I didn't play that other level. So,
Didn't want to, but yeah.
so I'm having a lot of fun with it. It is a great game to play with a significant other or like a younger
Or an insignificant other, just somebody else.
just somebody else that's not huge into gaming, but it's Where's Waldo?
It's a good kids game. I think a lot of
Yeah.
young children would really like. It's more sophisticated. Where's Waldo?
Yes.
It'd be nice on the Switch.
Yeah,
Actually, it would
it'd
be.
probably be
It would,
incredible.
with
I
the
mean, I
touch
think it's
screen.
probably really good. I mean, it's really good on the iPhone. I
It's
think
real-
the idea
I
of
was
touching
playing
it
it
on the PC, right?
And it was perfect.
Or maybe
played
a
on
little
PC,
DS
yeah.
action while their Switch is their new
like
DS.
either way, like any touchscreen device, this will work perfectly on. You can find it on iOS or Steam or any.
I mean, we didn't talk to the developers, but it seemed like they had at PAX. They seemed like they had the focus of like touchscreen devices.
Yeah, or in the
general.
computer, obviously, is probably awesome with the mouse. They out on computer, I'm guessing, too?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
That's what
nice.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
on, yeah.
Oh, right.
Right.
So moving on from Hidden Folk was another game that Justin I just bought on a whim.
Man, I've been turning y'all on to so many games.
Yeah, it's the Final Station.
Ain't I just great? What?
The Final
That
Station.
train game?
Oh,
The
yeah.
train game.
Yeah.
So you play. It's a 2D.
It's the horror game, isn't
It's
it?
a 2D survival management game,
shit.
I would say. There are some horror aspects to it, but you basically play as a train conductor that is driving his train 105 years after like the first incident, which is where like
Isn't that
these
the Hey Arnold
zombie-
episode?
Could be.
Wide open spaces.
But you play a train conductor 100 years after the first like zombie attack, and these zombies are they're basically shadows with white eyes.
More zombie shit. You're into that?
No, I'm not though. That's the thing. I'm not into it whatsoever.
Why don't you let him explain, Steve? Pump
Okay.
the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes.
My brakes aren't that good.
Hitting
So-
poles.
Need new pads.
Phrasing.
Maybe.
gross.
Who knows?
So it's all 2D pixel art. It's not that. I'm not really too crazy about this game. There are good things. There are bad things. There's not much to the managing mechanic of managing your train, or at least from the hour or so that I've played. What I have right now is
A nice big caboose.
Hit it. You got that one. I'll give you that one. Hit it.
He's just been sitting on that.
Wait, on my caboose. I've been waiting, yeah.
sorry.
Weeks.
I have to
They
write
planted
one
that
down.
game weeks ago.
Yeah, I wanted one of you guys to play that game for like
Ever
2
since
years.
Justin saw the trailer, he's like, somebody's gonna play this game.
So, you go to these different stations. So it's like small towns. You'll go to the first one and you'll talk to all the NPCs, things like that. Eventually, you find a gun and you can unlock doors. And sometimes zombies are there. Sometimes
Is
they're
there
not.
a mechanic in it, correct me if I'm wrong, where you have to decide if I stop here, you could lose resources too? Or is that in another game that I'm thinking of? Where it's like
I
you have
haven't
to-
gotten to that point. It could
Okay.
be a little bit further, but I haven't.
So I
seen
might
that
have been
yet.
thinking of another game we saw at PAX that
This
was
is
like
definitely the
that
one.
adventure ones.
This
Where
is
it's like
definitely
if
the
you
one
go
that-
You
here, you
talked
could
about
lose
this game
resources.
before.
Yeah, I knew this one, but
so-
that mechanic I wasn't sure if it
No,
was in
I know
there.
what game you're talking
So
about.
the game encourages exploration because you do need to find things to build med kits or to build meals and food and things like that. So, and to gather passengers and bring them onto your train and bring them to the next station or to 2 stations from now or wherever they need to go. And they have different rewards, so they'll give you money and then you can buy different things. But I will say that when you go into town, there are some, you don't see what's in the next room. So if you open that door, there could be zombies there, or it could be a
Loot.
bathroom that has
Yeah.
like rags and like alcohol that you can use to make a med kit or whatever. So it does encourage exploration, but at the same time, it kind of, it's a risk reward kind of thing that you're playing. So I thought that was a unique mechanic. It's a twin stick shooter, so I'm playing this on a PS4 controller, but you can play it on anything. Control the character with your left stick, and then you can completely 360 aim, so you could use a mouse really. I was playing it on my MacBook, and it just without a mouse, and it didn't feel right, so I just plugged in the controller. I feel like it would play better with a mouse and a keyboard. Let's see, what else do I got? But there are, when you're riding your train from point A to point B, the train isn't the nicest train, let's just say. It's an apocalypse. So the ventilation isn't all that great. So you have to make sure that the ventilation levels are okay. It's basically you go to this one station that has, it's like, hey, something's going wrong over here. You go over here and you play a little mini game. You press A as fast as you can to, get
Sure, you suck at that.
Yeah, that one I'm terrible at. But then you go to another one where you have to like hold the X button or the A button as long as you can, or to make it stop at the right time. So there's like these tiny little mini games that you're playing to sustain the train, to make sure that the train runs smoothly to get you somewhere.
And you're not poisoning your customers.
Exactly. So if you are poisoning them, then you have
this
to
is
give
an
them
option?
a med kit.
And then you just waste a med kit.
And then you just wasted a med kit because you weren't really kind of stabilizing the train. Where I'm at right now is that clearly there's about to be a second incident. So you play 105 years after the first incident, and everyone's talking about the second incident. When is it going to happen? And the government...
Always the government.
Yeah, the government...
So fucking shady.
The government is super
Knock it
shady
off,
in this
government.
game. I did find like an
Wearing
underground base
sunglasses,
where people were just
Jensen.
beating, like the government people were beating people and like just shooting them. And they're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing in here? And I was like, I'm just exploring. They're like,
Just riding my train.
and they killed me. And I was like, oh
Dirtbags.
shit, that's not the way to go. But somebody, eventually I found like a high-end, army guy, and he was like, hey, your mission now, like we need you to do this the second incident, they're coming. We have 5 minutes. You got to take this cargo and bring it somewhere. So I'm right at the cusp of like
Potentially a
figuring out
story
what
blow
the
up.
fuck, yeah. So I'm interested to see where the story goes. Right now I'm kind of lukewarm on the game.
You're not thinking it's gonna
What
blow
was
you
the
away.
price of this?
I think I got it for like $5 or $6.
Not bad.
On Steam?
I'm totally fine with if I never play this game again. I'm
You
fine
played
with it.
$6
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
already.
I feel like this is a Justin game through and through. You'd probably like.
I
this
was
a lot more
always
than
on
I.
the fence about it, and I just never picked it up.
I would recommend you picking it up.
Probably
or
like
at
it.
least
Well, I
watch
do
some
like the,
review on it and see if you like it.
Do like some management strategy games.
Yeah, I feel like it's not super in depth, but you might like the game overall.
Yeah, we'll have to.
So definitely
probably
give
pull
a
that
shot.
trigger.
My hands are like clammy.
Sorry, pal. Just give
Like,
it one
I
of
was, like,
these.
in- My
glasses are fogged.
The last game that I played is another survival management game, and it's a game I've played before, but I bought on the PlayStation 4. I got the complete
To the Flame and the Flood.
Flame in the Flood.
Well,
Yep.
another
Flame in the
surprise
Flood.
ruined.
It's a roguelike survival game journey through the backwaters of a post-societal America with a dog partner. Awesome.
Always need a dog partner.
Fallout?
Yeah.
It's
I mean that's been kind of the theme.
Not New Vegas.
D-Dog, Fallout.
Flame in the Flood.
Lots of dogs.
Yeah.
So
So
you can't go
dog on
wrong
your
with
hat.
that.
yeah, you got a dog on the hat right here.
It's
This
not
is
necessary.
Bulldog.
a game from that we met at.
We met this game?
PAX.
No, not PAX, but
Oh, Boston.
Boston.
EDC?
Fig.
Fig.
Fig Festival of Indie Games. So we met Forrest Dowling, or I met Forrest Dowling there. He actually gave me a Steam code, and I played a while back. And
Name's the kid Forrest.
he's got 2 R's. You can find him on Stuckbug on Twitter. He's a really great dude. I follow him. You should follow him as well. But yeah, I rebought the game because I knew I loved it, and my PC, my Mac doesn't run it as well as it. So I was like, fuck it. It was like $3 on PlayStation. First, I was like, I'm gonna buy this. I love this game. I absolutely love it.
Can I just say I love this?
I love this game. It's Don't Starve, but it's quicker, it's faster paced. What I love about the game is it's always on.
Go. We gotta do the Don't Starve together.
You and I.
Co-op is co-op.
Yeah, do start together. It's really cool.
So the crafting system in this game, everything builds off of huge onto resource management. So you only have like 10 slots on your character, and then your dog can carry 5 things, and then you're rafting down a river, and you like pull over and you check out this area, you pull over and check out that area. And it's not like you pull over and like, oh, here's a place.
You're not just pulling over all willy.
So you're
Yeah. He almost said something, guys. He almost had something.
They can see it.
so.
Potential.
Yeah, well,
I was thinking Super Troopers.
He's already pulled over. He can't pull over any further. But you're always up against the clock in this game, so that's what I really like about it.
what you really like about it?
I do.
Usually the one thing I hate.
So it's a breath of fresh air because usually the resource
Or just any time
yeah,
based.
you're very cautious. This, it's like you do not have time to manage. You need to go. So at all times you feel like I shouldn't be fucking sitting around here. You run into this little area. You're like, okay, let me grab all this
You
shit.
got some combat. You pull it over, and all of a sudden there's an enemy.
So there's not. It's all wild animals. So you find
Bear.
a-
We get a big old bear.
No, I haven't found a bear yet because I suck. But I found a boar, a rabbit.
Hey,
and-
don't sell yourself short. Those boars are tough.
Oh, believe me, I know. I've actually killed a boar, which I was super surprised about. So, with the rabbits, it's you create a trap. You know, like you get some you gather some things. You get
And you
some
make a
rope.
trap.
Yeah, and you make the trap. So everything, like I said, build off of one another. So like you get the trap, and then you also add, let's say, it's like a flint knife. So it's not. It's just like rocks that you tie like to something.
made a spear.
Yeah, and then you make that into a bigger trap that can then you set it up, right? And then you have to like kind of do the bull thing where you get the boar to like pay attention to you and he charges at you and you move out of the way and then the thing just fucking snaps on him and kills him.
Oh, a swing trap.
Yeah,
With
swing
the hooks.
trap.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
super cool. So then I took out the boar and I was like, awesome, great.
Sounds very Rambo-esque.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds good. You tried
so-
jumping out of a tree straight onto a deer's back?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I'll get to
Courtesy
that.
of John Rambo.
There are 4 things
what
that
it's
you have
called?
to
He didn't jump on a deer.
He jumped on a deer and killed him with a knife.
That's a
right
pig.
out of the
It
tree.
was a pig.
Yeah,
Was it?
It was
He
a
didn't
pig.
jump on it. It was a
Yeah,
pig.
it was a pig though.
Well, I'm gonna have to check my Google on the way.
check his sources.
glasses.
So your character has 4 different survival elements that you have to take care of. It's hunger, thirst, temperature, and fatigue. So the thing that I find that's killing me most is neither of those. It's
There was
these-
4 things.
Yeah.
So
So
what do you mean neither of those? Doesn't neither refer to 2 things?
I guess
So
none.
the other two.
None of these. Sorry. So the temperature
Thank
is
you.
okay, because I haven't gotten all the way downstream to the end of the river. But fatigue is okay because you can sleep really anywhere. If you find shelter, you can sleep. Hunger, you're always either picking berries or
Catching
killing
those boars.
animals or things like that. So you have food. Thirst, you're on water, but the problem is
Salt
that
water?
most of the time it's poisonous. So you have to create a filter by using charcoal or flint.
I
or
don't know if you
something like
mentioned
that.
it. I might not have been paying attention. What's the view? Like what's?
Oh, so it's kind of isometric. It's not top down, but it's like 3/4.
Nanosaur view.
Nanosaur.
You get some
So if you see that now, you're
See,
speaking
that's-
my language.
Yeah, there it is.
So there's always, going back to the management resources, there's always a constant battle between like, should I take this? Should I leave this? Should I remove?
Should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, exactly. If I go, there may be trouble. If I
Yeah.
stay, there will be trouble.
Yeah, dude, that song should be their theme song.
Yeah. So the thing is that I find myself with too much shit at the same time, or at the time where I find something, I'm like, what do I get rid of?
Every survival game is carry the max amount of weight, and every time you
Correct.
pick something up, go back and drop something else. Like it happens.
If you can find a way to-
Nothing
if you can
But
find
the
a way to-
problem is that everything builds off of one another, and you never know what's going to happen to your character. For example,
all of a sudden you're like, shit, I should have kept those twigs because now I need a spear.
There's it's like a lumpy log, which is basically mold,
Yeah,
right?
I met a couple of those in my life.
So I've gotten to a point in my my first playthrough where I think I've gone 2 days down the stream, but there's 10 days all in total, and I keep getting sick. My character gets sick.
Didn't you, when you played this before on your
You got
computer,
sick, yeah.
you kept getting your ass kicked at one part?
True, but this is something different.
Okay.
I think the
So
boar fucked
I
him
need
up.
Aye, boars were getting
penicillin to get myself better, but I need mold and something else. But I never keep
I remember
mold.
the penicillin last time too. Is that?
I never. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not good with penicillin.
I
Apparently.
guess.
Maybe you're allergic.
But I will say I like that there is a campaign mode where you go 10 days down the river and an endless mode to see how far you can get.
Sounds
I'm
like you
not
don't need
trying
endless mode right now.
Sounds like Amazon Trails.
So
to
why
me.
don't you get your master the 10 days
Yeah.
and then work your way there?
Let's see. I keep dying by sepsis. That's what it's called. And I Googled this.
Better than dysentery.
Is it a stomach virus?
It is a harmful bacteria in organs and tissues.
Healed by penicillin.
And what happens is that if you don't get cured, it slowly eats away at your organs and tissues, and then you just die. It's a real thing.
I'm into that.
Graphic.
It is graphic. It's very, very challenging. I'm enjoying it. I'm usually not like a like a Dark Souls
Or like beating your head against the wall.
Yeah,
kinda
I'm
guy.
not usually about that, but it's so quick. Like you can play it for 20 minutes. You can
How
play
long
it for
would it take you, like in real time, to play the 10 days?
if I feel like
If you were good.
If let's say if I was Forrest, the creator, and I
That
knew
was a wink if you couldn't see under my eyes.
and I knew what was happening, I would say anywhere from like an hour and a half to 2 hours to probably
Okay.
go through the whole thing,
Yeah.
start to finish.
So when you sit down and play this game, you can do like multiple runs. It's not like
Yeah,
you play
yeah. Well, it's a rogue light,
Yeah.
is what they're calling it.
like Strafe.
Yeah, similar. Yep. Incredible soundtrack. That's the last thing I'll say about it. Awesome.
I think
awesome.
we posted one.
Lots of harmonica and banjos.
Oh, I don't
That's what you
remember. I
need.
don't remember posting
That's
that.
what you
Yeah,
need when
maybe.
you're floating
It is
down the
really
Wow,
river.
yeah,
tremendous. You
shit.
should really take a look at it. You should follow us on Twitter
River
at
Rafting.
PXLPTS, and we tweet out
I
music
want
and Did You Know
get one of those
facts.
sweet harmonica like necklaces.
Yep.
That's
That hang
It's
off
a
the
necklace,
back
it's
of
a
the-
strap.
Yep.
Yeah, but the metal ones, yeah,
Yeah.
they're sick.
But
Metal
the game
strap,
is
yes.
the game
The
is a hell of
Bob
a lot
Dylan
of
has.
fun. If you have the ability to play it, I would recommend at least looking at it. If you like survival horror games, if you like managed resource games, if you like roguelikes, all of these things. It
you like a
does
challenge.
it does everything right. There's very little in the way of wrong here for me. So I would highly recommend.
It's always on
this game.
Highly
sale on
stylized.
Steam, just
It's-
never
Yeah.
enough. But
It's
for
always,
me,
it's
but that's my issue. It's
not cheap
not
enough.
your guys. So
yeah, I would really, really check it out. And I think I'm the last one this week, so
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it for Under Your Thumb. We're going to take a long break and sit in the AC for a while, and then we're coming back with the drunken news. So stick around, fellas and ladies.
Drunken News Game Show.
Drunken